really show you guys honor for everything that you sacrificed and everything that you've sown into this ministry. I know it's not easy, especially going out and
still got you in the footage.
Ministry and standing alone. I know it can be very overwhelming at times, but it is such an honor to serve with you and serve underneath you guys and everything that you have been doing thus far for us. Because there's no one on earth like you guys, and everything I feel that I lack, it's so abundant in you guys. You show so much love and sacrifice so much. I just wanted to take this time to really show you guys honor for everything that you're doing is not in vain, and everybody here has been changed for the better. And we're gonna have like a short time of testimony to just really reveal how much you've been really changing people's lives. And I just wanted to say thank you again, and just use this time to really show you honor and just release the inheritance that you guys have really built up, because like the blessings flow from the head to everybody else, and it's so evident that we are so abundantly blessed by you guys. And yes.
President? Mom, that was pretty good.
Alaskan king crab fishing.
That's good too, right?
Septic tank clear.
That's just dirty.
Coal miner.
What a lot of people don't realize is the thing that the pastor deals with, number one, is they deal with people. They're the number one commodity that they deal with every single day. Their emotions change every single day, and they go through a lot of things. And pastors can't go into our minds, and they can't see exactly what we're seeing. But they deal with them, and they have to be there for them. They have to support them. They have to pray for them. It's a 24-hour job, just like being a mom is. I understand that's a hard job. But imagine being a mother or father for a whole ministry. Imagine being a mother or father for a collective group of people. It's very, very hard. And so I just wanted to give some statistics on how hard it is. Based on the April 2008 edition of Willow magazine, I don't know what Willow is, if it's real. I hope this statistic is real. There was a researcher named George Barna, and he published some statistics. It said in the first month, 1,500 pastors will leave the ministry because of moral failure, spiritual burnout, conflict in the church. 90% of the pastors work 46 hours or more a week. That's just being in the ministry itself. That's not taking into consideration the people that have second jobs just to help support their family. 81% of pastors suffer marriage problems due to insufficient time with their spouse. 80% of the seminary and Bible college graduates will leave the ministry within 5 years. 80% of pastors believe ministry affected their families negatively. 70% of pastors don't have close friends or anyone to confide in hard times. 60% of pastors' wives hold full-time jobs or are involved in careers to meet the goals and the financial responsibilities for the family. 50% of the pastors would leave if they believe they could do a living somewhere else. And 33% of people in the ministry believe that it was a hazard to their family. And so what does this tell us? It tells us that being a pastor is not an easy job at all. It's one of the hardest. And it's one that we take for granted. So what I want to do here, what we're doing here is, it's a very selfless job. It's a very thankless job. And we want to come here to give you thanks. And both of you. I understand that PD, you're the pastor for this, but Sister Eunah, you're there supporting every single day also. So we're here giving thanks to both of you. And we all understand that you do this because it's your calling. We know that you do this because this is something that you love. And we're here to show that we truly appreciate it. And I'm just going to open with some praise.
You guess the baby. Next. Yes, baby number one. It's dark. Can we get the one on the right, facing the stage on the projection screen? It's still dark. Well, He's wearing traditional Korean something. Can anyone guess who it is? Wrong! Wrong!
Wow.
So he's on here. Okay, what about baby number 2? Yay! Okay, with the baby birthday cake. Anyone? Oh, she got it right. Peter? Okay, who's that? I like it. It's Tamil. I just had to close up. Peter looks so funny. Okay, who's baby with the blue hat? Anyone? Anyone? Can anyone guess? It's a girl. Despite the blue color, it's Wendy! Okay, who's that baby making that cute little face?
Gina.
It's Gina! Okay, who's that baby laying down? No, wrong. It's Joe. Okay, who's this?
Internet baby.
Chris.
This cute baby.
What happened, man?
Okay, who's baby number 1? It's a boy.
Oh.
Cute baby boy. Wrong. Daniel Song, the model baby. Sent me like 50 pictures even though he's not coming today. Okay. Who's baby number 2? He's got a little afro going on. Who's baby number 3?
She won!
How do you know?
Hasn't changed.
Okay, who's that baby chilling right there? Next to the cursor. G1! David! He is a chubby little baby. Okay, last one. Last but not least. Who's baby number 1? Okay, who's that handsome fella right there? With the hipster glasses.
I'm not even a baby in that picture.
Look at how good. Oh, so cute.
Where did you get that picture?
Who's that cute little baby right there? Albert. Yeah. That last one right there. Making that cute little face. Oh.
That is not Albert.
Oh.
Is that Matt?
It's Matt. I don't know what's wrong with the slide.
Oops. It's Matt.
It's Matt.
Our technician is not very good at this.
He's not being very technical.
It's over.
Yay!
Good one for the craziest thing I would do for students.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Oh, what?
No.
What the heck are you doing? Ressa! That was awesome. Woo! I should be in the WWE. No, not sure.
And I think we learned a lot more than we want to know. One of the things that I have to say is that we didn't have shower curtains when we were there. And so one thing, for whatever reason, Daniel Chung started was he would start opening the door when someone was in the shower, and PD, for whatever reason, decided to get Daniel back. And so he opened the door, but Daniel doesn't even care, so Daniel just looked at us and just continued to shower. But that's not the story I was going to go, sorry. So the story that I was going to originally tell was actually, I think it was probably like the second day that we were there. I asked PD, like, oh, when do you start missing your family? And he said, oh, I usually start missing them around the second day. And I was like, okay. And so the secret is that Daniel Chung actually sleeps in his boxers. And so what he does is, he actually got one of those eye shades to cover your eyes. And so he'll put that on, he'll go into bed, and then he'll take off his shirt and take off his shorts, and he'll sleep in his boxers with his covers. And so, because he has the nightshade on, he doesn't know what's going on around him. Yeah, so that night, PD actually has his own room because of the fact that he snores. And he walks out, and he goes to us, and he goes, I don't know if it was that night or not, but I remember him saying something like, oh, I think I lost some weight, like, I lost some weight, right? And all of a sudden he's standing by the doorway, and Daniel Chung's bed is the first one that's like right by the door. And you see him walk up to Daniel's bed, and then he just looks at us, and just nods, right? And, he just goes down onto one knee, and then while Daniel's sleeping like this, PD gets right next to him. And then he lifts up the cover, and he starts holding onto him, and he starts hugging him. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, he lifts up his shirt. And then PD, he's like, I want skin to skin. I miss my wife. So that is a moment that I'll never forget. Because of the visuals and also because of the PD attitude.
Yes. Hey, Sister Eunah, I love you guys so much. And I even got up here when I hate public speaking. But I just want to thank you for just like making me feel so welcome. Like, you're the most welcoming people in the world, and like if it wasn't for you guys, like I probably have never stayed here. Even though Peter like is the one who like made me come here, like you guys are the ones who made me stay here, because like there's not another PD in Sister Eunah in this entire world. Like Sister Eunah, like she texts you like to check up on you, and like my favorite memory is like, ignore that. Mothers. But okay. My favorite memory is Sister Eunah is like I don't remember, I think it was like as soon as I got back from college, she's like, let's go to dinner. And so we went to like Centerville and went to dinner. We just had an awesome, amazing talk, and I learned so much about Sister Eunah that I didn't know before. And yeah, you guys are amazing. Like, I just love your hugs. Like, they're the best hugs in the world. And I'm a hugger. Alright, that's it.
Yay!
Hi, Pastor David.
He just
Hi, Pastor. Just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you a lot, because you know, just Thursday night, week night, that's amazing. And whenever I need to talk to someone, I know I could talk to you and get, you know, really wise words of encouragement and wisdom and wiseness. And I also wanted to let you know, like, the thing that, I don't know, I guess caught my eye was when we first had that banquet for, you know, you and Sister Eunah. And I remember talking to you, and you were basically coming into the church after, you know, pastors were coming every year and leaving once that year ended. And I remember telling you, oh yeah, you know, around this time, this is when we have the banquet to say goodbye to the pastors. And what really, I guess, you know, gave me a lot of encouragement and made me feel really happy was when you said, oh, someone told me that, you know, this is when people say bye to the pastor, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. Pastor David, really appreciate what you do for not just me, but this church, by, you know, opening up your house and being able to genuinely, you know, care about what we have to say, and I really appreciate it. I don't know if I could, you know, appreciation. Yeah, I'll sit down now.
Yay!
I just want to say thank you guys very much for everything you guys do for us. You know, last year was my first year getting saved, and I remember Sister Eunah spoke to me, and I'll never forget one of the moments she said to me. I remember I was going through a really hard time. It was my first year, and there was a lot of ups and downs, and she told me how, you know, in our walk, we're always going to have ups and downs, but if you stay faithful and you always stay true to God, whenever you become saved, even though there's ups and downs, it'll always be upward ups and downs, and you'll always be going somehow. And I never forgot that, and you were right, because last year was really tough, but this year I've seen a lot of growth, and I've seen a lot of different things, God doing different things in my life, and I appreciate you for your advice. And whenever I'm really down and I'm going through some tough times, I don't know how you know it. I think you have like a sense, like a motherly sense or something. Like she always sends a text to me whenever I'm down. It's like the weirdest thing. Like it always happens. It always comes, and I'm really appreciative of you encouraging me in that way. And PD, what can I say? I love you, man. You know, everything you do for me. You know, and I always told you I never really had a great relationship with my father. Me and my father were cool, but he was never like that fatherly figure for me. I don't have any brothers, but for me to say to you, like, you're like that brother in my life, that father figure in my life, and I appreciate you always listening to me and all the talks we always have when we're working out or hanging out, you know, all the advice you give me on, like, girls, relationships, and, like, basketball, you know, like school, my future and everything, and how to live a godly life. If I think about who I look up to the most, like, for like, as a man, it's my grandfather, and I put you right there, man. And I love you a lot, man. And I appreciate the love that you do for me. And yeah, so I just love you, man. And you know, I remember this is I'm gonna say the last thing. I remember the one thing you said, like you said with the church. You know, the most important thing in the church is that circle of people that a pastor has around him, that's willing to take those blows for you. I remember you said that to me in Ecuador, and I just want to say, man, like, if you know, Satan ever tries to, you know, do whatever he's gonna do, I'm gonna be there for you, man. I'll be there to get you back, you know. And I just love you both, and I appreciate everything you guys do for us.
Got it.
First of all, I really miss you guys a lot. It was really hard to leave because just the love that you guys have for everyone.
You got it.
Yeah, it was out of everything here, I think I miss Sister Eunah and PD the most. And just the love that you guys showed to us. And I remember, just know what I was gonna say, but when the pastors were leaving and coming, I remember when Sister Eunah and PD came, it was like, oh, they're gonna leave soon. I mean, we're so broken, we're just so damaged for them to just stay. And at least I thought that we're just people that were not meant to be loved. But when PD and Sister Eunah actually stayed, and they actually ensured me that, you know, we're here to stay, we're here to just, God, this is so, can we turn the light off. I just really, yeah, that's better. I remember one time PD said to us that no matter, like, if you guys ever get angry and you just want to just punch someone or stuff like that, just come to me and I'll take it all, and I'll take every bullet that you have to say to me. And oh God, I feel like I'm just rambling.
You're doing good.
You're doing awesome.
I don't know what else to say. I love you guys.
Okay. First time I saw PD, this guy walked onto a turkey bowl tournament with his church members. Mind you, it was a co-ed tournament. He brought all guys. We're in a Dallas Cowboys beanie. And I looked over, I said, who is this guy? Then I quickly took it back when I saw a PC walking up to him going, hey, PD. I was like, oh, never mind. I knew the P stood for pastor somewhere. So. Who knew? Back in 2008 of November, I would meet PD. And then who knew that I would be here? I think it's actually really amazing how God works in our lives. No matter how messed up we are, how much of a sinner we are, just no matter who we are. The one thing that I always say to people about this church, my church, our church, is that we are all different. You know, race, character, personality, background, where we're from. And the heart of it all, from all the stories that I hear, are you two. When there was only 3 members, I've heard this story like, I don't know, 20 times now. And then you guys showed up. Then the stories that I hear from everybody else about you guys have a heart, and God is running this boat. God is running. I've only been here for about 1.5 years now, and I've seen so many changes in this church. Go from FK to here, starting our own church, April 1st, April Fool's Day that is, and PD knowing that he's not getting paid. He stood up and still did it. Sister Eunah still had his back. And that is the reason why I chose to stay with this church. It's because I saw the heart from when I first came here. When I first came to visit, I took 2 weeks away from FK. Went to my cousin's church and another church. And then the day that I chose to stay at this church was at the Valentine's Day, 2011. So, I just want you guys to know the struggles that they might be going through. We have to be their strength too. Not that we have to rely upon them, but they're relying upon us too. And you hear it and you see it, how especially PD is changing week to week in his messages and the way he is. He's changing so much, and he's growing so fast to become the best leader he can be for this church. I just want to thank you two. You guys are a blessing to everybody. You've been a blessing to me. So, just thank you.
I just want to say, Phoebe and Sister Eunah, thank you so much for being our spiritual parents. And I'm so humble seeing how you guys love our church and just the sacrifices that you made, like making this church independent. And thank you so much for believing in all of us and seeing the best in each person. You know, even when we don't see it in ourselves, you know. So I just want to say thank you. I love you so much.
First and foremost, you guys know I'm gonna cry already. Truly, it's been a really like at first, you know, I was just so confused. I'm like, what's going on here? I was like, this is supposed to be a birthday party. What's going on? And they're like, no, it's you too, you too. I'm like, it's not my birthday. But then being able to, you know, realize that it's an appreciation for, you know, what we do. You know, everything that, you know, everything tonight, and especially in our lives, is, you know, it's not possible without God. And I just want to first and foremost just thank God and just applaud God first. So just let's give it a thank you. Because, you know, it's amazing that God can use, you know, every time, every Sunday, and I had time to share with you all. Some of you I talk to most, and some of you are new. You know, like, I've always, you know, my goal was always to be a youth pastor. I always wanted to work with the youth, and I always wanted to, you know, lead the youth generation, and then coming, you know, to FK. You know, I've been through a lot of, you know, several churches, about 4 churches, and every church ended up with scars and hurts and pains and, you know, just different experiences. And then coming to FK and coming here to, you know, and I meant it with all my heart that, you know, that once I come here, that, you know, wherever, every church that I've been to, I always made it a goal that I'm not going to leave. I'm not, you know. And I know so many, you know, so many people and so many stories where people leave and take off, and that's not what I want to do. That's not my character. That's not my personality. But for the reason why some of us went, you know, that way is because, you know, unfortunate scenarios and different things like that. But I come to FK and once again I'm like, okay, I'm a youth pastor. But then slowly, you guys seen it, like slowly, one by one, and little by little, the God starts to grow, like the single adults and the college students, and pretty soon, you know, before you know it, I'm like, Lord, this is not what I signed up for. You know, I'm not meant to be an EM pastor. You know, that's not that wasn't my goal. And so every day I struggled with inadequacies. I struggled with, you know, like, yeah, just basically like, you know, I'm not fit for this. But, you know, to be able to see, you know, all of you and hear the stories and all the testimonies that you guys share, really, you know, really does bring like a really a big, like, yeah, I can't explain. Like I told Mike this, that growing up, like, and he and I had similar stories. You know, I used to get picked on a little bit here and there, and then in high school, then I started to pick on people. But I've never really heard a lot of great encouraging words. I haven't heard a lot of great, oh, you can do this, or you're great, or you're wonderful. So when you guys are saying appreciation thing, I'm just so shocked because I don't know how to act. I don't know how to react with the encouragement that I'm getting. And it's not that like I'm like, you know, this is bad or anything. No, it was great. I wish I could show more of my emotion, but I just don't know how to because I never felt like this, you know. But believe it when I say that it's this is by far the greatest, I would say, moment of pastoring more better than the ordination that I got. And a lot of you guys were there. It's more better than the ordination because this is what, by hearing this, it gives me that encouragement saying, this is what I was called for. It's not, obviously we know church has to do with preaching and leadership, but it's the one strength that I've always felt like I was good at was loving people. To hear everybody say that, how much we love you. It's really true from my heart that that's how much we love you. And to hear that you guys are growing because of that really gives me that awesome motivation to keep on doing the best that I can for you guys. And I wouldn't be able to do this without my wonderful wife either. She's the mastermind behind everything. She organizes everything. Some of you guys know that organization is not one of my thing. She always keeps me, always checks. She's the one who always tells me to put up on Facebook the announcements, this and that. And she's always in the back seat, the back. She doesn't always get a lot of the glory, and but not that we should get glory, but you know what I'm saying. But I just owe it all to her life, her sacrifice, and how she always has to work 9 hours, sometimes 10 hours a day, and then come home and then take care of the kids, and then be able to also do the ministry, and like you guys say, like she's great at listening and giving out advices, and she's a psychology major, so maybe yeah. So I think God paired me up with an awesome lady that can take care of me. I mean, guys, I know you guys say a lot like, oh, thank you for listening. That's the best thing I can do is listen. But I'm glad that some of my advices are helping. But sometimes I feel like my advices are just not that great. But anyways, I'm rambling on too. But this is what I want to tell you guys too: is that my daughter actually said this, and she said this while we were sitting here. And she said this is her words. This is a 10-year-old words, and that made me think. You're right. Is that she says, I thank God that He led our family to this church. This is what Allie said. I feel like a lot of you guys are saying, oh, Pastor Dave, you're leading us and doing this, but honestly, I feel the opposite. I'm so thankful that I came to this church. And a lot of you, that's what churches are. We're one member together, and I'm so thankful that I'm able to be able to serve you. And I see a lot of growth, and I see a lot of things. And one of the things that I'm so thankful to is being able to hear you guys saying that, we'll pray for you and we'll be by your side. And this is what I talked about Matt about in Ecuador. I said one of the greatest advice that Pastor Kim gave me when I was in Ecuador, and my father-in-law, that I try to keep true to my heart. Pastor Kim told me, he said, ministry, and we were talking about money and how he's doing everything in Ecuador, and he was like, money does not matter, finance doesn't matter, leadership does not matter, knowledge doesn't matter, being how smart, how theological you are doesn't matter. He goes, what matters is your character. Is your character, how much you love people. And I was like, yes. And my father-in-law told me this too. He told me also that character is important, but then he also, my father-in-law, who I respect most, also that in order for our church to be successful, in order for our church to be healthy, is to surround yourself with good people. And I really believe that all of you are good people. You're more than good people. You're awesome people. And I thank you so much that we can do this together and really make a difference in this community. And I really do believe that God is going to have some great things in store for us. And the more we pray together, the more you grow, the more we grow together. I think God can make a great difference and really bless crossover. And once again, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for all the planning. And literally, I am surprised. I'm shocked. I had no idea whatsoever. Amazing job. Here's the thing. If you can make my wife shocked, you did a great job. She has the fastest sense that she knows everything, and she picks it up. But when you can make her shocked, I was nervous that I was going to get caught, man. Here I am getting nervous that caught. You guys shocked me as well. But it's, you know, thank you so much.
Actually, like, I don't know what to say. Like, I guess, you know, this is a privilege that God has given us for us to serve. And, you know, this is what we do to please God, you know, but then you guys just show the love toward us. It just makes me like, basically, I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah, I guess what I can say for him too is what we're doing is to really please God. Not to get glory from you or anything like that. I still feel like inadequate, as PD mentioned. Like, while you guys coming up and, you know, sharing all those things, showing the appreciation words and everything, I felt like this small, like sitting down, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, I can do like much more, you know, for you guys and to give God the glory. So, I mean, like, yeah. Honestly, really, I don't know what to say. To just thank you, Lord. You know, give God the glory. You know, just yeah. That like PD mentioned that you know, we have good people here that really like with this member. Like, you know, I want you to like encourage you like every time or at this time to that like grow spiritually every day or every moment. So when we see you grow in spiritually, that is just you know, we're getting appreciation by the when we see that, you know. So I hope with this member, you know, everybody like in daily life, bring the spirituality out to the world. Make this as a practical way and show your love to non-believers or other Christians. You know, share the testimony with others and bring them to church. Doesn't have to be our church, you know, with other churches as well. You know, be the light wherever you go. I mean, PD always come up and preaches, so I guess it's my time to chance to do it, so yeah, but yeah, actually that's what I just wanted to share with you guys. So thank you so much. Like you mentioned, like yeah, don't know what to say. Like, each individual, everybody, we thank you so much and we love you so much. Thank you.